Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. And I'm here today to do the reading for the sign of Aquarius. I had to think about that for a minute. I'm on my marathon. Anyways, so this is for the week of tomorrow, starting tomorrow on the 19th of May through to the 31st of May. 2018, and yes, this is for Aquarius, so let's get into your shuffle. That put up a big smoke there at the end of it, did it not? I'm burning my candle from intuitivecandles.com as well. They're running a special. You get the promotional code, and I'm going to give it to you here, and you can get 10% off any order if you choose to do so. Go to intuitivecandles.com. If you don't know about Intuitive Candles, they're 100% handcrafted soy-based candles, 100% soy. And when the wax melts down, you're left with beautiful reveals wrapped in tin foil, of course. Like my blue aventurine pendulum, crystal quartz. Oh, that's a pink quartz there. And there's crystal, quartz, trees of life, everything you could think of. So, we want to know what's up for Aquarius. Their overall energy for the next couple weeks. Their wealth and finances. Their hearth, their home. Love, family, intimacy, intimate relationships. Their challenges for the rest of the month. And their message from Spirit. So let's have a good reading for Aquarius. See some progress and some real good changes. Positivity, joy, love, and all that good stuff. Health, wealth. Well, that didn't work out real well, did it? I knocked something over. Oh, heaven's sakes, I'm awfully sorry about that. I'll put you over there for now. Give it a run. And then I'm going to cut the deck. And I'm going to consult with Pendulum. This is a free general public reading. It is for the sign of Aquarius. I had to slide that in there. And I'd like to know, are the top 5 cards as this deck stands, the cards that are meant... One moment, I have to adjust my chain. There we go. Are the top 5 cards as this deck stands the cards that are meant for the 5-card spread for the sign of Aquarius for this general reading? It's hard to steady. Come on. There we go. Is that a yes? Are the top 5 cards that are meant for the general reading for the sign of Aquarius? That's a definite yes. You may stop. You may stop. It's all good. All right. There's my glasses here. Let's see what we got in store for you guys. Let's just... Very first card in your overall energy. I love starting a reading off on a good foot. You got the 9 of Cups. Wishes. What a beauty. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? The Tower. Don't read anything bad into it. Don't read nothing into it until I get to it to read it, all right? It's your finances and wealth. It's general reading. Not every card's going to apply to every person. It sucks to be the second person. The second card if you're... Oh, my goodness. We're looking at family, hearth and home, love, intimate relationships. We're looking at the Queen of Wands. She's all about passion. Hot child in the city. Okay. Your challenges. All right. the Nine of Swords. Anxiety. The Worry card of Tarot. Oh boy, am I ever glad you guys got this. Aquarius, look what we got to close off the month. If you're left with hope, you got the world by the tail. You're left with hope. Anything is possible. Anything. Love that. You started off with the best card, your overall energy, and now into the final card for your message from Spirit at that. Oh my goodness. And then you got, like, this is the way it's been. A lot of the readings, out of the 5 cards, there's 2. You couldn't pull worse cards, right? And the others are like fantastic. And that's what's gone on here too. It's just a weird theme that's created itself here. But let's get going with the good stuff here, shall we? We're looking, look at that, look at that, look at that. I love this card. It always, to me, is positive 100%. And this is the overall energy. And I'll tell you something else about tarot. When you get a card this beautiful, cards like this, major arcana or not, it lessens the degree of any negativity. When you get a beautiful positive, this is your overall energy. It's really, it's like, without this, it might have been a really crazy up and down kind of month, but this kind of smooths the ride out before you in the biggest of ways. The biggest thing right off the top of this card, for those of you that are searching for romance, looking, you don't want to be single anymore, put it that way. And you're in the market, put it that way. You're open to it. You're open to a new relationship. This card will bring that about. So for some of you, that's how this card's going to resonate itself in your life. You're going to be meeting somebody new. All right. And if you're not single, well, I got nothing to say about that. Nothing to say at all. So here we're looking at benefits from love and friendship and a world of support out there if you should be in need of support. This card reflects harmony within your home life. Your friendships are strong, healthy, a lot of longevity in there. What? Hello. Overall, when this card shows up, please don't do that. You're causing static. Cling on my legs. Don't do that. A lot of support. The world of support with this card. Feeling very content. Feeling fulfilled. These are all, even if you have a really rough couple of weeks here to the end of the month, for those of you that might be, just heading out that kind of a door, and you're already saying yourself, it's going to be a real tough, it's going to be challenging till the end of the month. This card here is lessening the degree. Not only that, you do get a wish. Go ahead and make your wish. Wish for a better couple of weeks. That's the first thing I'd do. Whatever I was in need of the most, that'd be the first thing I'd be wishing for. And I hope and pray from my heart for those of you that are really needing this, that it works for you. I hope you bring it to you. I hope you manage to manifest. Some of you may feel a little, in my part of the world, we call it cocky. In other part of the world, it's egotistical. Your ego's doing this, and you're doing your inside. You're going, told you so. How do you like me now? Told you so. You can do that inside. Just don't reflect that out. Don't let people see that. It's not a very nice trait. It's not very attractive. When somebody starts throwing their ego around, they get real smug about something. Huh, I showed you, didn't I? You don't have to rub anybody's nose in it. That's just the very fact they know that they were wrong about a call they made on you. It should be satisfactory enough. The proof is in the pudding, and baby, you made some pudding. There it is. Going to be a lot more socializing going on over the next couple of weeks as well. You are perfectly placed right now to make your dreams come true. Make your wish is the advice. Keywords are happiness and support, love, um, entertainment, harmony, at home, relationships. Beautiful word. And can you imagine this is going to carry you through the end of the month? The word abundance in the best of ways. All good. And what this is doing, we're seeing some financial drastic changes being made here for somebody. Falling in your financial sector. See what I mean? Like this one here, you got the world by the tail, and this one here, you feel like you're being thrown. You really do. In a whirlwind, in a vortex, being sucked right into the suck zone of misery. That's what it feels like for some of you out there. Things are always much worse than we feel. The reality of it, the reality. These are passages we go through. These are paths that we go through. Easy for me to say. I have no plans on going anywhere for a long time, in any way, shape, or form. But if change is thrust upon you, you kind of have to wing it and go with the flow. Here's the thing. Whatever this card means to you in a financial sense, at the end of it all, when you get through this situation, you're going to have the means and the way of rebuilding what has fallen, what has crashed, what has burned to the ground, whatever. You're going to be able to rebuild your foundation of what you had before, and then some. You'll be further ahead than what you were before disaster struck of any kind. We're just looking at, well, yeah, it could be bankruptcy for somebody out there. That's a given. That's just logical. That's just common sense. That's just natural deduction is what it is. I'm pulling the book on this one. I mean, just that card falling into that position, right? That's just crazy. Oh, there you were. It was meant to come up. I didn't even have to look. I didn't have to dig at all. There's not much you can do when chaos strikes. In a situation like this, you're being blindsided. You weren't ready and prepared for something very, very sudden. Um, the advice for you is to just accept the changes that upheaval and chaos can bring, and there will be some changes for a few. Know that whatever goes down, it really wasn't your fault. It's nothing that you did. It's just the way things played out. It's just the way they happened. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, I can't tell you what that is. I'm not getting that at all. I'm not getting anything. This could come as a shock. It is going to be sudden. It could come as a shock in a bit. And the thing with the shock, that's the first of it. It's like, oh my gosh, holy cow. But right on top of the shock is a realization you've just made a breakthrough. There's been a breakthrough. You just got lucky. You got lucky in a lot of ways. This has shaken you up. This has scared you. But now there's a sense of relief you feel because you kind of sense that you didn't know everything about something. And there's the relief knowing your intuition. You can count on that. It was screaming at you all the time. So there is a shock. Partly that you were correct. Your instincts were telling you. And then there's a sense of relief that's going to follow that. I don't know where the relief's coming from. I have no idea. But there's a sense of relief that follows it. You just may be feeling too, because, some people make more of things than what they are. And in a case like this, it could be that maybe by the end of May 2018, your goal had been to have so many thousands of dollars in a savings account, and you didn't quite get there. And you saved it just for the very sake of saving money. You weren't saving up for something that you wanted. This is for maybe one person. You're disappointed you didn't reach your goal, and you're really taking that harder than you should be taking it. My goodness, be easy on yourself. Let up a little bit. So you may be feeling a little bit of paranoid of vulnerability. It's an illusion. It doesn't exist. You're not vulnerable. You're fine. The advice of this card: you need to surrender to the universe when things get way, way, way too big and heavy for you. As some people would say, I put it in the hands of God and trust in that. Others would say, I put it in the hands of the Creator, their Creator, whoever that may be, into the hands of the universe, and give up complete control and trust that this is going to pan out for me. Whatever it is leading me to something better. You can trust in that. You really can. Um, you may even begin to construct a brand new way of doing things, of working, um, strategizing, living. It could be that big. You now have the freedom to start over again and a strong foundation on which to rebuild whatever has fallen. Keywords of breakdown, endings, chaos, surrender, breakthrough. But two beautiful words to round up that card is beginnings and enlightenment. You're learning a lot from this card. That is a good thing. The harder times, you know what really counts, I find, with the universe? I'll tell you. I find the harder time that you go through and the longer that it lasts, and when you're to the point you say this is never going to end. When you get into long, hard, painful, grinding situations and you don't see any light at the end and you've got nothing but pure, blind faith and hope that things will work out, you will be rewarded. There is a payoff for you, a reward from the universe. And the more painful the situation you've been through, the harder times you come through, the greater the reward's going to be. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. All right? It's not all bad. There's some upset. You're going to come back. You're Aquarius. Come on now. You're not going to be homeless and loveless and all those terrible things. Queen of Wands, we're looking at passion here. She is the queen of passion. This could be somebody you actually know. This could actually be you too. If not, we're talking energies here coming into play. One of them being passion and being dynamic as well. If somebody you know, she could be highly talkative. This is somebody that walks the talk. They're not all just talk and no actions. They actually walk what they speak of. They lead by example. They say, just watch me. This is a very, very inspiring time as well. This is usually somebody, in this case, because of where it fell, this is somebody that's very, very close to you, Aquarius. You may identify with her yourself as someone that's talkative and you lead by example. You inspire other people through your own beliefs in your own works, as again, leading by example. You just want for everybody to fulfill the potential that you see in them. And you see potential in everybody. Does that sound like you? That could be you. In relationships, when she shows up, we're talking about direct hits to the heart, honesty and pure. She speaks right straight to the heart. Where communication is very, very vital to her as well. This again could be you, Aquarius. If you become really frustrated with people that they always have a poker face that never changes. It's always the same thing. Nothing seems to stir them. They never even change friggin' color. Like we all go pink, red, white. You know what I mean? They're always like at this, it's like, hello, knock, knock, knock. Is there anybody alive in there? And because she's all about passion, she's not going to find anything more frustrating than people like that. And that could be you as well. Communications are vital, vital, vital to her. If you're recognizing this and resonating with it, this card, the pure message for you, it's now time for you, Aquarius, to start to explore your own passions and follow through and give them life, give them birth, and then tend to them, nourish them, let them grow. This is your time for some of you. The advice of this card is explore your passions, okay? Spend some time around people you wouldn't normally spend time around, a certain type of people that you wouldn't spend time around. You'll learn a lot there. There's a lot of inspiration to be found. It'll really spark a fire of creativity in you. Follow your intuition. Go to new places if you feel pulled to go somewhere you've never been before, or revisit some older places that you've been before. Again, you'll find inspiration and something waiting for you there. I don't know what that is. Don't ask. I don't know. I'm not being told. Keywords: enthusiasm, leadership, creativity, intuition, strength, relationships, My favorite word in the English language. Everybody say it together. Once together. Integrity. Always keep your integrity about you no matter what you're doing, where you are, who you're with. Nine of Swords and anxiety. Here's your challenges. Boy, I fell into a good place. Your challenges for the next 2 weeks. This is the anxiety card of tarot. Here's the thing. For some of you, you could be dealing with some problem spots in your life right now, and it's really starting to stress you out. You are feeling anxiety. You're feeling a lot of pressure. This could affect your home life, your family life, your personal relationships of some kind. It could also affect you on your job, but it's someplace that's a cornerstone of your life that takes up, it's either work or it's your own personal environment. You've been holding an awful lot of it in, and you've been worrying. I'll be with you in a minute, buddy. And worrying. You know, worry and anxiety, it too has its own energy. And energy has to move and it has to flow. It needs somewhere to go. And you're squashing it in and you're holding it in close. You won't let it out. You won't talk to anybody. You won't vent. I just want this storm to pass me by. I just want it to go by. I'm not letting on any differently what's going on. And all you're doing is holding it. It's going to find its way out. It'll come out in dreams. It'll come out in nightmares. It'll keep you awake at night. It'll make you ill. You need to find somewhere an outlet of some kind for those kind of energies. You're overthinking some things. I can tell you that some things are not as bad as what you think. All right. The advice of this card, what is it that's keeping you up at 3 a.m.? You need to ask yourself. At 3 a.m. in the morning, you wake up, you're sitting on the side of your bed, and you're like, oh, I can't handle this. I can't sleep. What's going to happen? What am I going to do? But you're overthinking, you're over-worrying. A lot of it, you're bringing it on yourself. That is the bare bones truth with this card for you right now, and you've got to deal with that. You've got to keep it real. You've got to keep your perspective. You've got to stay in the now, and you've got to remain realistic. Reality is a lot less stressful than what you're putting yourself at, which doesn't even exist. Reality, go back to that. There's less worry. You'll get more sleep. You know what I'm saying? You'll start the day off right. You'll deal with it. You'll get through it. You'll survive. Don't let negative thoughts get in your way. Keep your perspective. All right? Keywords are panic attacks, guilt, insomnia, nightmare, stress, and mental overload. You're doing a lot of this you're making things, you're really embellishing things. You're really like blowing them out of proportion. They exist. Yes, these problems exist, but not to the level and extent that you're putting. But you got friggin' lucky despite all that. You got the star. She's all about hope. Oh, yes, she's my favorite. I like her. Her and yeah, I got my manifester. I like him too, but female-wise, she's the best one of all, I think. The card is here, the star is here to acknowledge for somebody. You have been through some recent heartbreak, upset, conflict, and you've learned some lessons. And you really, the lessons are going to be interchangeable for the rest, from here to the rest of your life. And they were the hardest lessons learned. And they were learned through the hardest times for you. You're not coming away empty-handed. These lessons may prove quite valuable and pay for themselves down the road. You have to wait and see. But you're feeling a renewed sense of hope again. It's like your intuition is telling you, I'm not going to be down. I'm not going to be down this long like I was before. I know how to get back now. I know what it is I have to do. This is all part of it as well. And you need to place more trust in your universe as well, your creator. Whatever your belief system is, you need to put more trust in it, all right? It is going to protect and it is going to guide you. It is in your destiny at this time to be protected and to be guided along within your destiny. And where you're being guided to, wherever you end up, it's going to be better than where you are now. You'll be happier. You'll actually feel happy, all right? Don't be so quick to hold on to the past or where you are right now and go out kicking and screaming. There's something better in store for you. This card also reveals a lot of growth, a growth spurt basically going on through healing from the past, feeling a sense of freedom from the old way of doing things, the old expectations, the old I have to do it this way because this is the way it's always been done kind of a thing. Um, that's all going to come to pass as well. There's more of a feeling of freedom and fluidness to your life. You're just going to be feeling a lot more whole and fulfilled in the future. This is a great card. And when this card shows up in a reading, the message that goes with it as well usually is that if it shows up in your reading, it's here to let you know, and this will be coming from your guides and my guides in spirit, that everything is going to be just fine. And you need to keep having hope. Let that fire burn inside, and you know it's coming. It's going to get better. And it may get worse before it gets better, Lord help you. But it may get worse before it gets better. It's okay. You'll be able to cash in down the road. It's going to get better. The advice is to follow your heart, respect your inner knowing, your intuition, your lessons learned, and trust that the universe is going to take care of you and it's going to guide you to where you're supposed to be in your life. Keywords are creativity, dreams, intuition, healing, spiritual path, rebirth, and guess what? The final word on this card on your reading, Aquarius, we began with wishes. The final word on this card is wishes as well. Everything else in between is just, it's protocol, you might say. Things that you have to do and go through. But you're starting off good. You've got that energy and it carries right through to the very last part of the month. Isn't that fantastic? I've never seen that one before. Beginning and ending with wishes. It's fantastic. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I can't remember how I started this even off. I don't know. Thank you for being here anyway. Thank you for your shares, your likes, your comments as well. Also, if you'd like private reading, see, I don't remember if I did that yet or not. Did I or didn't I? I don't know. Look down below this window anyway. I'll throw it out there once again. Show more section. Read through once. Grab my email. Send it off. I'll get you taken care of. Also, please join us on Facebook under groups. Bay of Fundy Fortunes, which is a closed and private group full of like-minded individuals like myself and just like you. It's a great place. It's warm, inviting, educational, very laid back. Also, if you're looking for me, anybody else, you can always find me here at Bay of Fundy Fortunes. And if I'm not literally right here, these days you'll find me in TT Girl down on the beach, sitting in the sand, watching the tide come in and the highest tides in the world coming right at us, getting closer and inching closer. It's a wonderful thing to know that the body of water that's coming at you is literally the highest tides in the world, in the planet, the beautiful and the bountiful Bay of Fundy. No matter where you find me, I'm always going to have one eye waiting on the next high tide. Keep the peace in so you can share that light and that love out. Make a promise to yourself and to the universe. Try to save this world one smile at a time. Smile at a stranger today. You can make somebody's day and make a difference. You don't know. And it can't hurt. Well, it shouldn't. Thank you very much for being here. Best of wishes through to the end of May. It's been one hell of a ride. And we hope to see you back for the June monthlies. Good health to you all and love. Thank you. Goodbye.